Welcome, Marrron! Did I pronounce that right? I hope I did. Yes!
Marrron. Can you say Marrron?
Marrron!
Marrron. If there's a sound that encapsulates how you're feeling tonight, this beautiful, beautiful music, what would it be?
Marrron.
Marrron. And something else. Let's everybody make some noise. What you're feeling in your body at the moment. What's alive in you at the moment? Let's have... I've got 10 minutes. Good people of the Brunswick. I've been suppressing stuff for 50 years and it's all got to come out in the next 9 minutes. So let's see how we go with that. So that was just amazing music, just incredible talent that's going on here. This open mic in Hove. You don't need to go far away from here, far west, for the quality to start to drop round about Port Slade. A little bit further west, southway, and by the time you get to Worthing, it's just complete toilets. So, just all credit to you guys. I've been absolutely blown away. I can't see anybody, but I can hear sound, so that's kind of good enough for me, because part of my thing about being here is, as for all of us, everybody that's been on stage, is about being visible, being seen, and risking this fear that we've got. So this is the beautiful thing about this. There's one of the songs I heard earlier, all your friends are going to die. I mean, that's just, isn't that an amazing thing? But we walk around, we don't realise, and we live a life that isn't in line with that truth, that universal truth. It's just really interesting, and I think part of why I'm here, we've all got a purpose, is to kind of spread that in my own way. But I'm struggling to get that message out, because as soon as I start to share the fact that all your friends are going to die to the person sat next to me on the number 6 bus, it's really hard to get that message across with love and compassion in my heart and not get arrested. So, there we go. So it's good just to be up here. This is, it's all about me, really. Yeah. Well, this 10-minute slot, obviously not tonight, but I've been on a healing journey for about 10 years. I can't even tell you how many meditation retreats I've done, how many ayahuasca ceremonies. Who's done ayahuasca here?
On acid.
You've done acid? Okay, well that's a start. And so ayahuasca is something you can do in this country if you know where to go, but also in the rainforest in Peru, where you can also get malaria, which is a really wonderful thing. It's kind of full on, if you want a full-on spiritual experience. But I'm not one to brag, but I've actually shit myself on ayahuasca twice. And I still have the underpants to prove it. I have washed them. Now, why did I mention that? Well, a big part of that, I think, being on a spiritual path, it can be a bit of spiritual bypassing. People can kind of wear strange clothes, and it can be a little bit, people look down at people on the spiritual path and all that sort of thing. And I think being spiritual is about being real and embracing the shadow and all these different parts of ourselves, and sharing the deeper truth of what it's like to be human. It can be really quite challenging. When I love to really connect with people, I understand that new kitchens are important. And it's good to share that, but I like to know what's really going on. Not that I like to hear that other people are suffering, but for me it makes me feel better knowing I'm not the only person that finds life a struggle sometimes. And for that reason, it's so good just to kind of be up here and just sort of feel it dissolving away. And this is about the 3rd time, thank you.
We love you!
This is about the 3rd time I've done this. The first time was at Buddhafield Festival, and I got to perform again 2 days later, so I did a full-on striptease in front of like 150 people. But it's one of these sort of weird festivals. Has anyone been to Buddhafield Festival?
Woo!
No. There is a lot of nudity there anyway, but so it's not quite a thing. But it felt good to expose myself. So I probably won't do that tonight, but actually this is kind of probably a little bit more scary. It's probably no one that's come out here tonight has felt completely relaxed, or that everybody's been amazing. It's just it's a difficult thing to do, but if we live with the truth of the fact that we're all going to die and we don't know when that is, then we can do this thing and face these fears that we've got that stop us taking action. And why do we do that? Probably because we don't realise we're going to die. So if we can kind of share that message. And just, it's lovely to be on a Monday night. What a great night for an open mic, because probably am I the only one in the room that would otherwise be at home having a pot noodle and a wank? I don't know. If you're the sort of person that would stay home on a Monday night, have a pot noodle and a wank, which is beef and tomato flavour, I want to hear, whoa! Can I get a shout for chicken and mushroom? Okay, and what other flavours of pot noodle? Curry! Ah, it's the curry thing. So well done for everybody that was weighing up these options at work today. Should I go to the open mic? Should I perform at the open mic? Or should I just take the safe path? The pot noodle and the wank. It's difficult being so doing the sort of spoken bit. I've not got 2 songs, so I think Nick will give me a shout when it's kind of approaching the end. I trust that process. Thank you. It is difficult being on a spiritual path. I found I grew up thinking all there was to life was beer and football, and it was a surprise to learn that wasn't the case. I don't know where I was at with the pot noodle thing at that time, but I just got more into, I just discovered meditation, doing silent meditation retreats, and it just kind of changed my life. I used to think there was something wrong with me because I couldn't get passionate about anything. So if you know people in your life that lack motivation, I think a lot of the time it's just not found that particular thing. For a lot of people that's music, and other people it's pot noodles and different things like that. And I just kind of it just so completely blew me away, but there's still a bit, the old side comes back. So it's just really nice to have a pint of lager. I don't often drink that much. And then part of me that's like the side that wants to just sort of go out and get a dirty kebab. Could go home and meditate, approach, Nibbana, taste that sweet nectar of enlightenment, or a dirty kebab. And how do you decide? It's not an easy choice to make a lot of the time, I don't think. But what's the strangest place anyone's done a shit? What's the strangest place anyone's done a poo, if that's language you prefer?
I did one accidentally, when I don't have any memory of it, in a backstage toilet of a theatre.
Oh.
Yeah.
And was this recently, Nick?
No, it's a long time ago. I woke up naked on the toilet.
Oh, okay.
The toilet didn't have any shit on it. It was just all over the floor.
Yeah. Oh. How's everyone feeling? I feel like we've really bonded and we can kind of share this stuff together, so it's really beautiful.
I feel quite ashamed, actually.
Do you? Well, we're here to dissolve the shame.
Yeah, thank you.
Can anyone beat that story? About strange place. You might be amongst friends, you might not want to share too much about
I caught my daughter's shit in my bare hands. It's like a kind of rugby, throw myself across the floor to protect my carpet, and she shat right in my hands. So
now,
it doesn't count as me, but I think
it doesn't count.
Counts.
But bearing in mind, you might have an image because of Tom's daughter. She's actually 29. So yeah. It would just change the picture a little bit somehow. Okay, fantastic. Well, I'll just share quickly the place that gave me the best shit I've ever had in my life was actually on a golf course in Buckinghamshire. And why that's significant, I was visiting my birth family, which can be quite triggering. I don't know if you've experienced that yourselves. And it wasn't planned, but I just went for a walk on the golf course, and it was just just the most amazing thing to do what felt right in my body. This journey has been about less relying on the head, because we all get caught in story about our lives and it's not very helpful. It can tie us up in the knots. And the worst thing that I can do for my mental health is have too much time to think. Whereas if I listen to my body, you can just have the most amazing dump available on a golf course, and then just pull your pants up. If there's a leaf, that does help, but it's not essential for the experience. So I just wanted to kind of share that. There is no shame, Nick. It's okay to do anyway. I'd like to live in a world where people can shit and piss wherever they like, because we all want to be free, we all want to be liberated, not tied down with this social conditioning. There probably needs to be some rules, but anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. God bless, thank you for listening. I've been Marrron.
Everyone, please give it up for Marrron!